Making millions of dollars, and the victim's family have not partaken. None of those trusts took your gold, gave you this. Took your language, gave you this.
100% way to survive jail or prison. Don't go.
Build your credit up. Why you need credit?
Then 12 years goes by and you don't even get a chance to go up for parole.
Supposed to die so many times because that's my afterlife. A lot of shit ain't work for me.
Me and Banky was talking, you got a recent case in Alabama. What's going on with that case?
Yeah, the case is Justice for Lakeith. It came across my social media about a year ago. And when I saw it, it was about a 15-year-old that had been incarcerated for first-degree murder, and they convicted him of killing his best friend. But it wasn't him who killed his best friend. It was a police officer that shot Adante Washington in the back 3 times. And Lakeith, I'm so proud of him because at the time he was 15, he said, I'm not going to own this crime. I didn't do it. I didn't kill my best friend. So why am I going to prison for a sentence as a first-degree crime or a murderer? And so he stood up and he went to trial and he was found guilty. They first sentenced him to 65 years. They took it back for resentencing, gave him 55 years. And then when our organization became involved, we locked arms with some people in Alabama, Represent Justice from California, and we said, hey, let's form a coalition so that we can get this story out, get as many people to support it. And so I went to a resentencing hearing about 2 years ago, and when I tell you my heart dropped, when the judge looked at Lakeith and said, well, I'm changing your sentence from 55 years to 30 years, and I'm going to run it concurrently, when we had expected that he was going to do the right thing. He had come out of retirement, and so we're thinking, well, he's going to fix this. He's going to give him time served, and Lakeith is going to come home and be reunited with his family. And it broke my heart when the judge said, you're going to do 30 years in prison.
Right.
Yeah.
And I have 85% down Alabama like we do?
So I believe that they do, and my understanding is he has to serve another 7 years before he become eligible for parole, 15 years. But again, why should Lakeith stay in prison for first-degree murder that a police officer did? He killed him in the back. He was running. Adante Washington was running, shot him in the back, and Lakeith had every right to stand up and say, I'm not going to be in prison for first-degree murder, and I did not kill my best friend. And so we're really proud of him, and we're fully supporting him. Our organization is one of the organizations with the coalition doing everything we possibly can to bring Lakeith home. And so we got some notoriety after we came back. Kim Kardashian started posting. We have Rob Kardashian, Kris Jenner, D.L. Hughley, Sean King, Russell Simmons, Rihanna, and so I'm so excited that the world is standing up with us for Justice for Lakeith.
Oh yeah, that'll get something done right there. When you start incorporating the masses and you start incorporating people that's in power and they start speaking up on it, it's going to give attention. And then a lot of times, a lot of things go, unnoticed and covered up because it's not out there enough. But it's so many things that's going wrong with the justice system, and so many people have suffered, longer than they should have or unjustly, period, that it just ain't never been nobody to shed light on it. So it's you should be applauded in what you're doing. I always be on the sideline applauding for you. Whenever I see you, I stroll, I look at your page and everything.
Making millions of dollars, and the victim's family have not partaken. None of those trusts took your gold, gave you this. Took your language, gave you this.
100% way to survive jail or prison. Don't go.
Build your credit up. Why you need credit?
Then 12 years goes by and you don't even get a chance to go up for parole.
Supposed to die so many times because that's my afterlife. A lot of shit ain't work for me.